Sarah. Good to see you. Hi, Hannah. Hey, Aaron. Welcome back. I suppose it's been a little while. Seppi, Maya, Robert, yes. Nina, I think you're still logging on, and Andrea, Diane, MB. Good to see you. Okay, Spotify playlist going up again. You just click that link if you want to play some music. We have an hour class, and I share this with pretty much every class. You can modify as needed to fit your needs. If you're not sure how to modify, you reach out to me. Okay. All right, let's come up into a comfortable seat. Good. Close the eyes. Take a moment here and just lengthen the spine up. Draw the shoulder blades back and down. And start to connect to your deep Ujjayi breath. Inhale through the nose, closing the back of the throat a little bit to create a soft whisper. And an exhale. To get a little bit more connected with our breath this morning, let's practice some simple breath retention. And the way we do that is we inhale for 5, hold for 10, and exhale for 5. And I'll count for you. Exhale all the breath out to start. Inhaling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the breath out for 5, 4, 3, 2. At the bottom of the exhale, just pause between the exhale and the inhale. Just notice that space. And inhaling for 5. You can count in your own mind if you like. Good. Hold the breath for 10. Some of you know how to apply the bandhas. You can tilt the chin down to create a throat lock. You can also pull up on the pelvic floor. That's called Mula Bandha or root lock. Pulling up that area, kind of the Kegel kind of connection. And then releasing the bandhas. Exhale, let the breath go for 5. The bottom of the exhale, if you want, you can pull back on the diaphragm for Uddiyana Bandha. And then release that bandha one more time, inhaling all the way up. Then hold the breath for 10. And then exhaling out for 5. Sorry, yeah, all the breath out. Good. And reconnect a deep Ujjayi breath. And bring the hands up to the heart. Take some feeling breaths up to the heart. So that really expansive breath is really helpful in our practice of yoga. And let's set our intention for our practice today. So as you're feeling into your practice, choosing an area that is calling to you that needs to be healed. So this could be a tweaky lower back, for example, or maybe it's your anxiety is up today for whatever reason, or maybe you're feeling stressed and you can kind of feel that kind of with a monkey mind, your mind jumping from thought to thought because you're stressed out about a work situation thing. And so today we're going to focus on bringing healing into our practice. And there's lots of different ways to do that. The first thing though to do is to turn toward our suffering, whatever way it's showing up in your world right now. Again, physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever it is. And once you've chosen the area you want to focus on, slide your hands onto that area. Take a couple of filling breaths in that area. So like, for example, it's your heart. You have a broken heart. You're breathing here, hands on heart. Breathe deeply. Checking in. Is there tightness in this area? Is there a sense of relief? Is there pain? Is there numbness? There's lots of different things that show up, sensations that show up in our areas. All right, bring the hands in prayer. First thing, turn toward the suffering. Second thing is hold a space for it. Right. That's what we'll do throughout the whole practice. Setting our intention today with one Om. Exhale all the breath out. Inhaling. Om. Good. Release the hands. Open the eyes. On your way onto all fours for tabletop position. And let's just start off with tabletop position with a little neck release, exploring the neck. You know, it's I start moving the side cat stretch, right shoulder forward, right hip back, breathe into the right side body. I'll share my comment in a moment. And then left shoulder forward, left hip back. And then moving back and forth here. I've just been thinking a lot about how each relationship that I have has kind of pushed me into more understanding of myself and how I am in the world, and also healing. Like, you know, being in a relationship with Stephanie, my wife, is lots of really amazing lessons. Okay, how do I give feedback to my wife and she doesn't get triggered? You know, that's true with my yoga classes as well. It's like, how do I give feedback to my trainees so they can hear it? And to you, right? To my students. And I'm going through a lot with that with Quinn right now. She's kind of in tantrum mode. And it's like, how do I show up for her in the best way to help her move through her tantrums and feel her emotions? I have to look at my own shit. Come back to neutral. And now looking up, always have to look at my own shit when I start getting into these realms of my relationships. Good. Exhale, chin and chest. Back rolls up, push through the hands. Good. Inhale, looking up, belly releases. Good. Exhale, chin and chest. Back rolls up, push through the hands. Broaden the upper back. Again, inhale, looking up. Good. Exhale, chin the chest, back rolls up. Sink your hips back toward your heels. And pausing here in extended child's pose. Couple breaths. Big toes touching, knees a little bit wider and the hip width apart. Reach out through the fingertips. Engage through the arms a little bit. You can feel more of a stretch in the upper back, shoulders. All right, then look between the hands. Moving into either Sphinx pose or seal pose, the knees on the ground, arms straightened, sliding back and forth a little bit if you like to release the lower back. Then start moving on your own in the way that has the most meaning for you and your wounded part of you. So you got a few moments to really work out how your body feels, right? Just like every relationship I'm in that can sometimes be challenging is a mirror to my own shit. Kids are really good at that, right? Pushing every button you might have. And I guess it probably keeps, that journey continues even as, Quinn gets older and into teenage years, I imagine. All right, coming back to neutral. Walk the left hand into midline of the mat, reach the right hand up, reach your left foot back, turn your left toes under. And just do a stretch here. So your left foot's back, left foot's on the ground. Lift up to the back of the left knee, spread the fingers wide. Just a little twist, letting the neck relax. Then thread the needle, bring your left knee back down, slide the right arm through. Right ear on the ground, slide your left hand on top of the right hand and press the left hand to the right hand to adjust more of a stretch. Okay, come back to neutral. And then walk your right hand. So you're in tabletop position. Right hand walks in. Right foot walks back. Turn the back toes under. Then reach your left hand up. Should be your second side. Good. Letting your neck relax here. Lift up to the back of the right knee. Deep inhale. Exhale through the needle. Left arm comes through. Left ear on the ground. Right hand presses into left hand. And come on back up to neutral tabletop position. And come onto your knees for side plank prep. Knees about hip width apart. Reach your left foot away from you. Bring the right hand down to the ground. You can be on a block if you want to. Reach your left hand up and over. Left side body stretch. Shift your hips toward the wall that your torso is facing. So there's a slight tuck of the tailbone that starts stretching through the left side body a little bit differently in lower back. All right, inhale, come on back up. Left hand on left thigh, reaching the right hand up and over for right body stretch. So it's same body shape for the most part. Legs are still the same, but we're shifting the torso, so stretching through the right side body to the left side body. Again, shift your pelvis slightly toward the wall you're facing. Again, coming back to our intention, feeling your way into the area that you've chosen to work with today and breathe into it. Breathe, feel, notice. These are some of the aspects that are healing. All right, inhale, coming back up to neutral. Bring the left knee down. Reach the right foot away from you. Left hand either on a block or on the ground, on the mat, reaching the right hand up and over for side body stretch. All right, come on back up. I'm not sure if you can hear that. I hope you can't in some ways, or I kind of wish you would. Good. Right hand on right thigh. Reach your left hand up and over. Quinn is playing piano and singing Old MacDonald Had a Farm, which is definitely healing to me, but I'm hoping it's not distracting you. And okay, inhale, come on back up to center. Bring the right knee down. Good, and then come on to your back. Let's just do one more stretch, and then we'll move into elbow to knee variations. Hands above the head, reach your legs out, morning stretch, inhaling. Good, exhaling. Bring knees in the chest, move the knees around in circles, exploring your lower back. And then the other direction. Okay, coming back into elbow to knee. Stack your knees over your hips, feet and knees about hip width apart. Hands behind the back of the head and release the fingers. Inhale, lifting shoulder blades off the mat. Elbows reach up toward the sky. Feel your core engage. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone up. Press lower back on the ground. Feel the core engage even more. Good. Exhale, elbows to the left thigh. Reach out through the right leg. Reach out to the ball of the right foot. Right foot's about 3 to 4 feet off the ground. Inhale, back to center, knees over hips. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground, curl tailbone up. Good. Exhale, elbows to the right thigh. Reach out through the left leg. Shoulder blade off the mat. Both elbows reaching toward the right thigh. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground, curl tailbone up. Good. Exhale, elbows to the left thigh. Reach out for the right leg. Scissor inner thighs together slightly. Left knee over left hip. Inhale, back to center. Again, knees over hips. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground. Curl tailbone up. Good. Exhale, elbows to the right thigh. Reach out through left leg. Shoulder blade off the mat. Both elbows reaching toward the right thigh. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows to the left thigh. Reach out through the right leg. Pull the belly down. Lift the shoulder blade off the mat. Good. Inhale, back to center. Knees over hips. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground. Curl tailbone up. Good. Exhale, elbows to the right thigh. Reach out through the left leg. Shoulder blade off the mat. Pull the belly down. Good. Inhale, back to center. Knees over hips. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground. Curl tailbone up. Good. Exhale, elbows to the left thigh. Reach out through the right leg. Shoulder blade off the mat. Now pause here. Curl tailbone up a second time. Lift the shoulder blade off the mat. Good. Inhale, back to center. Knees over hips. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground. Curl tailbone up. Good. Exhale, elbows to the right thigh. Reach out through the left leg. Curl tailbone up again. Shoulder blade off the mat. Both elbows reaching toward the right thigh. Good. Inhale, come back to center. One more round. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground. Curl tailbone up. Good. Exhale, elbows to the left thigh. Reach out through the right leg. Good. Again, curl tailbone up again for the core engage. Straighten out through your right foot. Good. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press lower back in the ground. Curl tailbone up. Good. Exhale, elbows to the right thigh. Reach out through the left leg. Curl tailbone up again. Shoulder blade off the mat. Good. Inhale, come back to center. And then bring the feet down. Nice work. Come into another stretch. Reach the hands above the head. Morning stretch. Good. Exhaling. Bring the knees in the chest. Roll over onto the right side and give you about 5 breaths to make your way into downward dog. So taking your time, a few moments to get back in a downward dog. About 2 more breaths. All right, here we are, downward dog. Hands shoulder width apart, fingers are spread wide, feet are about hip width apart, reaching out through the heels. And then walk your feet toward the hands, come into ragdoll pose. Reach over, grab onto opposite elbows and float back and forth here for a moment. Releasing the hands down. Bend the knees and roll yourself up to standing. Pardon me. And walk your feet to the front of the mat. Bring big toes to touching if that feels right, or have them about hip width apart, feet about hip width apart, hands in prayer. Let's take a moment here and reconnect to our intention of working in a healing way. Stephen Levine has a beautiful quote. He says, to heal means to meet yourself in a new way. And so as you're moving through the rest of the practice, these suns and into standing poses, work on meeting your area in a new way. And that could be bigger breath in your area, a little compassion, right? Reaching out with understanding. There's lots of different ways we can meet in a new way. Modifying the pose to fit your needs, lots of different ways. Classical suns, moving mindfully. Inhale, reaching the hands up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stepping the left foot back, left knee comes down. Inhale, reaching up, sinking in. Good, exhale, hands come down, stepping the right foot back into plank pose. Knees come down, chest comes down, coming into low cobra, walking the hands forward, lift the chest up, inhale. Good, exhale, lowering, downward dog, up and back, reach out through the heels. Elbows can bend about an inch or two toward the ground, squeeze elbows in. Inhale. Exhale, stepping the left foot forward, bring the right knee down. Inhale, reaching up. Good, exhale, hands come down, stepping the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching the hands up. Good, exhale, bring the hands in prayer. Again, inhale, reaching. Good, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stepping the right foot back, right knee comes down. Pardon me, inhale, reaching up. Again, spread the fingers wide, lift up. Good, exhale, hands come down. Left foot steps back, knees come down, chest comes down. Again, low cobra, inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering, come on back into downward dog. Inhale. And exhale, stepping the right foot forward. Bring your left knee down. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, hands come down, stepping the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching the hands up. And exhale, bring the hands in prayer. Okay, moving into classical suns and high lunge. Inhale, reaching. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stepping the left foot back. High lunge. Good. Reach out through left heel, spread the fingers wide, reach your hands up. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Right foot steps back. Knees come down, chest comes down. Coming into low cobra or regular cobra, hands underneath the shoulders. Again, depends upon how your body's feeling today, which one you choose. Exhale, lowering, come on back into downward dog. Inhale. Good, exhale, stepping the left foot forward. Come on up, high lunge, reach out to the right heel. Sink in. Good, exhale, hands come down. Stepping the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching the hands up. Good, exhale, bring the hands in prayer. Again, inhale, reaching. Exhale, forward fold. Really mindfully. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stepping the right foot back. Come on up, high lunge. Left knee over left heel, reach out through the right heel. Good, exhale, hands come down. Left foot steps back. Good, knees come down, chest comes down. Low cobra, regular cobra, inhale, lifting. Good, exhale, lowering. Downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, stepping the right foot forward. High lunge. Reach up. Good, exhale, hands come down. Stepping the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching hands up. Spread the fingers. Good, exhale, bring the hands in prayer. Moving into B series sun salutation. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose. One more sun here. Exhale, forward fold. Close the eyes if you can, if you want to. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, jump or step back. Vinyasa. And then downward dog. Inhale, stepping the left foot forward, right heel down. Warrior one, come on up. Sink in. Good, exhale, hands come down, stepping the left foot back. Vinyasa. Downward dog. Inhale, stepping the right foot forward and left heel down. Warrior one, come on up. Good, exhale. Hands come down, stepping the right foot back. Vinyasa. Good, then downward dog. Bend the knees, look between the hands, deep inhale. Exhale, jump, step forward. Inhale, flat back. Hands can be on shins for support. Good, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching the hands up. And straighten the legs, come all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands in prayer. Just pause here for a moment. Big breaths. Breathe into your area. All right, inhale, bend the knees, chair pose. All right, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, jump or step back. Vinyasa. Good, then downward dog. Inhale, reaching the left foot up. Bend knee and open up the hip here. All right, inhale, reaching left foot up toward the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, shifting the weight forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to nose, placing left foot through. Come on up, high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, right elbow, left thigh, twisting. Yeah, so twisting high lunge. You can always bring the knee down if you need to. Elbow pressing on the thigh to bring chest up off the thigh. All right, then releasing the hands down. Bring the right knee down. And then coming into low lunge, reach the hands up. Then hands come behind lower back and release the fingers, sinking into a right quad stretch. Left foot and right knee are about hip width apart. So if you feel like you don't have good balance, walk your feet a little bit wide, your knee and foot a little bit wider apart. To heal means to meet yourself in a new way. So even if it's just like for a moment during our practice today, if you can, for example, come into the present moment, right? Even if you're running anxiety a lot today, that's a step in the right direction. There's lots of just little ways we can just make shifts in our life, right? Little ways become over time big ways. Inhale, reaching the hands up. And the hands come down, half splits. Use blocks here as needed. Shift the weight back, forward fold of our left leg. Got about 2 more breaths here. Reach out a little more through the ball of the foot. Actually, try both. Flex toes toward the shins. Or reach out through the ball of the foot and see which one feels best for you today and what your body's doing. All right, and bend the left knee. Stepping the left foot back. And optional vinyasa here. Yeah, then downward dog. Inhale, reaching right foot up. Bend knee and open up the hip. And inhale, reaching the right foot up. Exhale, knee to nose, shifting the weight forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to nose. Placing the right foot through. Good, high lunge, inhale. And exhale, left elbow, right thigh, twisting. So you have some choices here, right? You can always bring your left knee down to back off a little bit, or left hand down, reaching the right hand up. If you want more, left hand on the outside of the foot, reaching the right hand up, or maybe even the bind here if you wanted to. All right, releasing the hands down. Bring the left knee down. Shift, sink into that lunge, and then hands come behind lower back. Just like we did at the beginning of class with that inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5, incorporating that now as best you can into your practice. All right, inhale, reaching the hands up. And then hands come down. Forward fold of the right leg. And reaching out, play with it, get curious. Some of you have been practicing with me this whole pandemic for our classes, and I teach a lot of similar poses or similar sequences, right? You're like, oh, okay, we're doing this sequence again. Maybe some of you are. And so it's up to you to get curious about it and take it a little bit deeper, right? There's only so many things I can teach within an hour, I guess, so to speak, you know. But the deep dive into the practice can't be done by me, it has to be done by you. Your awareness, your breath, you're paying attention to the intention. All right, bending the right knee, stepping the right foot back into plank pose, and listen carefully. Plank, feet touching, moving into side plank. Left hand walks into the midline of the mat, reach the right hand up. Stacking right foot over left. If that's too much, bring your left knee down. If you want more, lift up the right foot. You can also reach the right hand up and over. Bottom hip is lifting the top hip. All right, hand comes down, feet touching, second side. Right hand walks in. We're over onto the outside of the right foot. Left hand reaches up. All right, left hand comes down. And optional vinyasa here. And then downward dog. Inhale, reaching left foot up. Exhale, knee to nose, shifting their weight forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, reaching back up. Exhale, knee to nose, placing left foot through, right heel down. Good, warrior 2 this time. Into warrior 2 side angle pose. Left forearm on left thigh, reaching the right hand up and over. If you'd like to do a half bind here, you can, right? If you're interested in getting your shoulders open, right hand behind back. All right, inhale back up to warrior 2, straighten the left leg. Coming to triangle pose, walking the right foot slightly forward, reaching the hand forward and down onto the shin. Right hand reaches up. How's your breath here? Hand can be on the shin, on the floor. What's the best choice for you today? Right hand on right hip. Moving into half moon pose. Shifting the weight into the left foot. Left hand in front of the left foot, about 12 inches. Coming into half moon, reaching the right hand up. Right hip stacked over left hip. Strong right leg. Reach out to the ball of the foot. So you start floating a little bit here, letting go of the floor. Two more breaths here. Deep inhale. Exhale, step back to warrior two just for a moment. Inhale. And exhale, hands come down. Left foot steps back. Vinyasa. Another downward dog. Inhale, reaching the right foot up. And exhale, knee to nose, shifting the weight forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, knee to nose, placing the right foot through. Warrior two, just for a moment. Good. Right heel, left instep. Deep inhale. Exhale, right forearm on thigh, side angle pose into that side angle with just basic side angle or the half fine if you want. If it feels all right to you, close your eyes and feel into your body. Again, breathing into that area that you're working with today, the wounded area you chose at the beginning of class. All right, inhale, back up to warrior two. Straighten the right leg, inhale. Good, exhale, reaching the hand forward and down, triangle pose. Left hand reaches up and back. A slight shift of the hips toward the wall your torso is facing. The way I cue that is by tuck the right sit bone underneath, pull left hip back toward the wall behind you. All right, left hand on your left hip, bending the right knee, coming into half moon pose. Right hand's about 12 inches in front of the right foot. Reach your left hand up, using block if you want as well. Balancing maybe. Stepping back to warrior two. Inhale. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Stepping the right foot back. And vinyasa. And the downward dog. Inhale, reaching left foot up. Exhale, shin toward hands for pigeon. Start winding down. Walking the right foot back, left knee a little bit wider than left hip. Good. And come forward into that pigeon forward fold. You know, I feel like there's almost like a daily moment-to-moment commitment to keep walking the path of my healing. Because everything can get in the way of it. Binge watching Breaking Bad, which is kind of what I've been doing, by the way. I never watched the whole series. It's pretty amazing. Or, you know, not reading up on how to support Quinn. That can get away of me walking the path of healing as well as Quinn's healing. I'm gonna keep holding it as a priority, even now, right? Noticing how you might be distracted. Got some plans you got to work out in your own head, or some thoughts you're working through. Come back to the present moment. Focus on breathing into your area. Close the eyes and feel. All right, come on up out of there. Come on into downward dog. Pedal legs out there for a moment. Inhale, reaching the right foot up. Shin toward hands. Walk your left foot back. And then come forward into forward fold pigeon. Do about 3 more breaths here. Breathe deeply and focus. Okay, come on up out of there. Step the right foot back. Pedal legs there, out. Good. Bend the knees. Jump or step through. Just bring your knees on the ground, bring your legs out in front of you. Paschimottanasana. Using a prop underneath your buttocks, you get tight hamstrings. Feet are about hip width apart. Inhale, reaching the hands up. And exhale, forward fold. How's your breath here? Inhale, come on back up. Find your way onto your back. Bring both the knees in the chest. Side hips over to the right. Let your knees release over to left for lying down, spinal twist. Reach the right arm away from you. Look over the right shoulder. Inhale, come on back up. Knees and chest. Let the knees release over to the right. Left arm reaches away from you. Look over left shoulder. Right hand can help guide the left thigh, knee down. All right, come on back up and come into happy baby pose. And then releasing, final resting pose, Shavasana. right, start to bring conscious breath into the body. Moving your fingers, your toes, hands, feet, ankles, and wrist. Then reach the hands above the head. Come into a deep stretch. Inhale. Good. Exhaling. Bring the knees and the chest. Roll over onto the right side. And then push yourself up into a seated position. Keeping the eyes closed just for a moment longer. And slide your hands on your area that you were focusing on today. Just check in with the area. Did the practice help? Did it hinder? Or is there a pose that you did that worked well? A pose that you did that didn't work well for your area? All this is part of information and wisdom that we learn from working with our wounds, like what works and what doesn't. And bring the hands in prayer, finishing up this quote from Pesha Gertler. It's called Healing Time. Finally, on my way to yes, I bump into all the places where I said no to my life. All the untended wounds, the red and purple scars, those hieroglyphs of pain carved into my skin, my bones, those coded messages that send me down the wrong street again and again, where I find them, the old wounds, the old misdirections, and I lift them one by one close to my heart. And I say, holy, holy. Take a deep breath up. Breathe that up into your wound. Bring your hands in prayer and bowing forward to love with gratitude. May our practice provide us healing, and may we reflect that healing out into the world, help create more peace. Holy, holy. Namaste. Thank you all so much for sharing the practice today. Good to see you, Robert.